What's up guys, GGB's Good here, and you've tuned in to the first part of the week of Duck Hunt. If you haven't tuned in before, this is a 3-part series for every character, where I take one character each week and do online matches, one-on-one for glory in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. Today's character, and this week's character, is obviously Duck Hunt. And if you'd like to see a particular character next week, of course, oh my god, partner's device. If you'd like to see a particular character next week, go ahead and leave your character suggestion in the comment section below. I will go ahead and get to that character by popular vote. Of course, next week's character will be Kirby, as he's next to Duck Hunt. If you just follow the rows, left to right, unless you guys decide otherwise. Now, I don't really understand Duck Hunt as a choice in this game, and I also don't, I mean, he's kind of cool, but I don't really fully understand how to play as Duck Hunt, to be honest with you. My understanding of Duck Hunt is that he's a fairly good projectile user. That's all I've got. But aside from that, I think he has a lot of trouble doing anything. Oh wow, how did that hit me on the roll? That sucks. He's an interesting character, to say the least. So I guess we should go over his moves. I think his most important moves would be his special moves. Some characters that's not the case, but for Duck Hunt, definitely. So that's where all his projectiles are, and that's how you, I think, really rack up the damage with Duck Hunt. Not that I'm particularly good with him by any means, but that being said, let's go over them. So his side B move is he flings I guess that's a clay disc, as if you were playing Duck Hunt, and you're supposed to, you can shoot it by pressing B. I think you can shoot it up to 3 times and then it'll explode. And then once that happens, it's gone. But I think if you hit it, it'll hit your opponent it hits your opponent. But if you shoot it, I believe the shots, as you shoot at the right time, of course, I believe the shots do nice KO by Ness. The shots do more damage. So next up would be his neutral B. He throws out a can of whoop ass. I'm not sure what the can is. I guess it has gunpowder in it or something. Wow, that hurt. And you can move it along the stage by pressing B. Wow, I thought that I would grab him there. You can press B to move it along the stage. The faster you press B, the higher up it'll go. When you press B, it ends up just hitting it with a shot that sends it in sort of like a projectile motion up. Eventually it'll start to smoke, and then that's indicative of it being ready to explode. So once it explodes, it does more damage. It does all the damage, actually. It has pretty decent knockback, but I wouldn't say it's, I don't know, if, you could probably kill someone with it, as I get 2-stocked by Ness. No surprises there, I suck with Duck Hunt, and Ness is actually a pretty good character. Pie, it's an awesome name. I like to give everyone a best 2 out of 3, because I believe you can beat anyone at least once in this game. So, that being said, let's move on to his down B move. I don't really understand the reference because... Oh, and also, I guess we should talk about his neutral B. One more word on it. When you throw it out, The way you were facing when you threw it out is the way it will go, unless when you're pressing B, unless unless it gets reflected or something, in which case it'll go back. So it's a one-directional move. Duck Hunt game itself, and although I'm not entirely sure what it's referencing or anything, but he'll throw out one of those characters and they'll do a little pose and then they'll shoot, and that'll hurt your opponent if it hits him. But I'm not really so sure how good it is yet. It seems to take a long time for the hitbox to activate. So I don't really understand. And then it's different each time, I think, so. And the range as well. I'm not even sure on the hitbox, so. Wow, this guy is actually pretty good. So I guess we should talk about his up B move. That would be his last special move. That has to do with the duck on his symbiotic duck on his back. It's a wonderful duck. It gives him very good recovery, actually. Duck Hunt has great recovery in this game. So, I mean, I guess he is only in this game. This is literally the second game Duck Hunt's ever been in. So, nice kill. Another 2-stock on me. Great. This time from Brian. So I got body there. No surprises again. Of course, this is always, as always, a learning experience. But it's not going to be pretty. I don't foresee myself winning any of these matches. Gonna give you guys a warning in the middle of the match thing. So I guess we'll play as Dalmatian Duck Hunt. Chic Pro is a boss here, apparently. I wouldn't get so cocky, but, you know, say whatever you want. So, that being said, it's important to note that his up B move leaves you in a fall state. Can't really do anything act out of it, so it's important to note that. Oh, Jigglypuff. The Puffster. Yeah, and also I think once the can hits your opponent, it actually explodes, but I'm not entirely sure on that. I've not really confirmed that. But as you can see, Duck Hunt has pretty good recovery. But he's pretty vulnerable once in the air, I'd say, or once he uses up B move, obviously. He's put into a fall state. So you gotta be careful about that. So let's talk about his smash moves. They all involve shooting things, which makes sense because the game Duck Hunt was all about shooting with the light gun. So that being said, wow, there's going to be some lag, and then we're going to hit Jigglypuff. This sucks. But they're all pretty strong smash. Why? Anyways, they're all relatively strong. Why is this lagging so hard? Oh my god. Just kill me, I don't care. Anyways. So they're all in obviously the direction of the smash, except for his down smash, which goes side to side. Both sides, I think, at the same time. No, it's well, it's kind of like a sweeping move. I think he hits twice on his in front of him, and then once in back of him. Whatever, man. I don't know. It is what it is. Those are his smash moves. I guess we should talk about his dash move. He does he slides and the duck attacks for him. All his aerials are duck attacks. He flings the duck in the direction that um, that you're attacking. So, and they're relatively powerful. I think they're more of multi-hit moves than anything. But that's not, I guess, not exactly true. They're pretty good though. I like them. But as you can see, I guess I will pull out a win. If anything, because of the lag. It's nice to pull out a win every now and then. We'll see if we will be having a third game with Brian here. Okay. So that being said, I guess we won't be having a third game with him. That being said, I think the best way to play as Duck Hunt really is to camp out as much as possible. I think it's good to get the can out first and keep your opponent in the direction that the can is going to fly. I guess you can't really hit it. Keep yourself, I guess, in between. Keep the can in between you and your opponent, and then start spamming. I guess the what's it called? The clay disc. I think that's the best thing to do, but that's just me. That being said, oh, so you can hit the can, which is good. It's kind of like Pac-Man's, what's it called? What are those? Fire hydrants. So that being said, Duck Hunt is alright in CQC, but I don't know. I have trouble getting any finishing moves off. Obviously, his smash move is alright. I probably should have known that I didn't have a jump there. Obviously, his smash moves are alright, but they're not the most powerful smashes in the game by any means. But that being said, they can kill your opponent. I think he's a rather light character. He's not that floaty in the air, but he has pretty decent recovery. So the Duck Hunts is a duck. It's just a duck and a dog. But it's weird that there's a symbiotic relationship between this duck and this dog. Not exactly sure why it would come out to be that way. But I'll take that kill. Alright, let's see if we can beat Malik here. He seems pretty excited with Sonic there. I was trying to throw him behind. Nope. I don't know. I kind of like Duck Hunt. He's a really strange character, and I don't think many people know the matchup with him, so you should have an inherent advantage just based on that alone. But, that being said, he's weird. He's certainly a weird character. I don't know why they included him in this game, but it is what it is. Yeah, his aerials are alright. You just have to understand the hitbox. They're a little weird hitbox, but they grab your attention. They're not the strongest, but they can link to other moves, I would suppose. We will play Malik one more time and then probably wrap up this part of the week of Duck Hunt. Yeah, it looks like his down throw combos into his forward air, which is nice. That's always an easy bread and butter, I suppose, at certain percentages, which is nice. Yeah, so basically it's nice. His projectiles are interesting because they linger. That's probably the most unpredictable part about them, because your opponent can control when they explode for the most part. So you want to be careful when fighting a duck hunt. You don't want to stick around his projectiles for too long. Because it's cool, because Duck Hunt can really control the stage, because he can put the can on one side, and he can be on the other side, fighting the opponent, obviously. And then, let's say he hits the opponent towards the can, and just lets the can explode at that point, and then that's kind of cool. He has an extended range in that sense of the word, I suppose, which is pretty cool. So he's a really unique character, if you talk about him like that. And I kind of like it. I kind of like it. Come to thinks of it. That being said, he's not my favorite. Certainly not my favorite. Oh, is that so strong? I didn't think that would be so strong. Ooh, bodied. Alright, here we go. The Duck Hunt. Gonna bring it back. On the star in space. This duck is in space. Space duck. Got him. Okay, so let's see if we can bring this back. I still have yet. Oh, I guess I just used it kind of effectively, but I still have yet to really use that too effectively. I guess the one move that we haven't really talked about is neutral air. It's a multi-hit move. Bowser kind of has the same exact neutral air, which is pretty cool, I guess. Except Bowser's would be stronger. His neutral air is not really worth talking about, and I guess we haven't talked about his jabs or tilts, but they're, I guess, they're pretty straightforward. It's a 3-hit combo, his jabs, and then his tilts are not the fastest, but they're certainly usable. Yeah, his forwarder seems to be a logical follow-up to most of his moves. Except for maybe his... That was a nice try, sir. Except for his smashes, obviously. Get out of here. I have too high percentage for that. Get out, Sonic. I won! I won! That was actually awesome! Alright, well, good games to Malik. I'm gonna go ahead and end this part of the week of Duck Hunt right here. Go ahead and leave a like if you liked the video. And also go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Until tune in a couple days for the next part of the week of Duck Hunt. Till then, I'm GGP's good, and peace out.